Hi everyone, it's Maya Zahira, and this is our first YouTube live stream. And first off, I want to say the lighting isn't what I would love for it to be, but I'm not going to worry about that. I'm going to be moving in a couple of weeks, and I will set up a really nice spot for us to have our videos where the lighting is really, really good, and we have a beautiful backdrop. So I have been doing Facebook Live classes on my Psychic Protection Sanctuary Facebook group for a while now, and I'm being guided to do some, if not all, of my upcoming free classes on YouTube Live. And so I want to get everybody used to joining me on here. And so this is my first time doing it, and I want to be able to follow comments and everything. I'm actually doing it on my phone. Before I check my computer, I want to show you all our special guest. This is Vashti. It's not complete without an animal in the video, right? Yeah, okay. When she hears me talking, if I'm talking on the phone or trying to do a video, she wants to jump all over me. So if you have cats, you probably know how they can interfere with stuff. Okay, you guys, so I have some really fun things that we're going to do, but it depends on people joining us. And I think I see, well, let me see if I can see comments. So you will have to bear with me as I learn what I'm doing. I see that there's some people. Okay, so I want to make sure that comments are working. So go ahead and say hi. And I want to make sure that I can see you. And I've got my little tablet computer next to me here. And I'm going to try to pull that up as well so I can see maybe comments that way. Okay, so we have some people who are joining us. Okay, good. I can see comments. Yay. Awesome. Hi, this is Devlin. I'm looking forward to your class. Yay. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. So, any other comments from people? All right, so I'm not seeing the comments on, live now. Okay, here we go. That's pretty cool. I'm learning as we go. So, if you haven't, oh God. That's so funny. I pressed play on my video on my computer, and I was hearing myself talk. That's not going to work. So I'll just watch the comments on the on my phone. That'll work just fine. Okay, so we're going to put this computer off to the side. So I actually was going to start this class at the top of the hour, but I spent this afternoon writing, and I'm working on my book, Darkness Disguised as Light: The Hidden Truth About Psychic Protection. And the end part of the title I've been playing with a little bit, possibly adding on, and the dark agenda, because that's what this is about. Marla says, congratulations on, I didn't see, gosh darn it. Let's see, I missed some of those comments. Well, this is part of my learning curve. I know what I'm going to do. And don't go away if you're like, oh, she's figuring stuff out, because we are going to do a fun exercise here in just a second, an intuition exercise. But I can hear myself talking, so we need to mute that. Okay, good. Now I can see comments. Yay, I've got my computer here. Okay. I thought I missed a comment, but I didn't. Okay, we're good. All right, so some of you know that I'm writing a book, Darkness Disguised as Light, and I pulled this out because I was wanting to show you all. This is the journal that I was writing in. I didn't know that I was going to be going through the worst psychic attack ever, including being attacked by entities, demons. It was a horrible, horrible experience. I thought I was just doing my daily journal writing, and lo and behold, this journal has the whole story in it. And so when I sit down and write, I open it up and I'm able to read like what my thoughts were at the time, and that gives me direct inspiration for writing my book, which is all about all the crazy things that happened and then all the things that I learned from it. And so I spent the afternoon writing, and I was going to stop at 5:30 and spend 30 minutes getting ready for doing all the computer logistics and everything. And I was like, no, I have to finish this chapter. So, hi Donna. And so I kept writing, and I didn't stop writing until 10 minutes before we were supposed to start class. So we're supposed to start at 6. I'm usually pretty timely. Anyway, this journal is like super important to me, and when I'm not actively opening it to write with, I actually keep it in a secret place because this is like I don't know, this is just one of these books that like I don't know, is so important, and I definitely don't want anything to happen to it. So it stays in the safest place ever, and it also has all these little tags on it because when I was mapping out the chapters for my book, I was like, okay, this section is chapter 5, and etc. So the book is called Darkness Disguised as Light, The Hidden Truth About Psychic Protection. And hey, Stacy Love, how you doing? And I can't wait to get done with it so that you all can read it and hear about the crazy story. This part of the book has been really fun to write about because the story is getting really freaky, like freaky. It is getting freaky. Now it was not fun to go through when I was actually going through it, but it's fun to write about now. What on earth is my cat doing? I don't know. She's acting up because she knows that I'm doing a video right now. So yeah, we're at the really, really exciting part of the story. The next couple of chapters, I don't know what had gotten into my cat. So what we're going to do for this live stream is just a variety of things. This is just going to be a fun little party. I've got my oracle cards and my pendulum, and I'm happy to answer one question per person. I'll do a mini reading, not a full extensive reading, but I'll do a quickie reading for you. And I don't usually, there's some people who do a lot of free readings online. I don't. The reason is because this is how I make my living. I do one-on-one intuitive sessions with people in person and over the phone, and I also work on the psychic hotlines. So I do that, and I also am writing my book, and I teach classes and all of that. So I don't just give free intuitive readings all the time. So when you have me at a time when I'm doing free intuitive readings, it's your lucky day. So you get a free reading. So at any point during this class, if you have one question, you can type it in the comments. If you want me to do a psychic reading for you, again, just a real basic mini one. And then also if you have any questions about psychic protection, about how to protect your energy, we can do Q&A. We can also, if you have any questions about being sensitive, about being an empath, and we're going to have a little cameo from Noisy Disruptive Cat. Look at that naughty look on her face. Oh my goodness. Hi. She's like, I'm sorry. It's all right, babe. So again, I apologize that the lighting is not super great. Some of you know I'm getting ready to move in a couple of weeks to my permanent location, and I'm super excited about that. And when I do move, I'm going to set up a really nice backdrop and great lighting and put a lot of thought into it. But for now, it's good enough. You can hear me hopefully, and that's good enough. All right, so let's see. We've got a question. How does one know if they are under attack, and what would the symptoms be like? Okay, and this is from Oh, I forget who Wake Up is. This person called Wake Up. How does one know if they are under attack? What would the symptoms be? Okay, so some of you who've been with me for a while should be able to answer this. So let's make this a group effort, okay? This is a pretty basic question, but a really important one. So in the comments, I'd like for you to tell me, because some of you have been watching my classes for a while, you should know the answer to this. What signs would indicate that you're under some kind of a psychic attack? Go ahead and answer right now. And if you're watching the replay, I want you to take a minute and think about this. Okay? What signs? I don't want to give away the answer. I want you all to answer it. And then I'll fill in whatever you all leave out. So start typing right now. I'm not going any further until y'all start brainstorming. And whoever typed the question, I can't remember who that was, but what do you think the answer is? I think you have an idea, and I will confirm that, whether you're right or not, okay? So I want to get you all thinking. I don't want to just be giving you all the answers, okay? Donna says physical pain. That can definitely be an indication of psychic attack. Good. What else? What's another indication of psychic attack? Kelly says, yippee. All right, you guys, so time to focus. What's another indicator of psychic attack besides physical pain? What do you think? We need to have the Jeopardy song playing in the background. Okay, I'm going to start talking now. I waited long enough. All right, so we talked about physical pain. Physical pain that has no other known cause. Perhaps losing a 11-year relationship and 11-year job within 3 years. So a string of bad luck can be an indicator of psychic attack. Also feelings of depression, anxiety, like mental oppression, like you feel like there's all these bad thoughts in your head. Nightmares can be an indicator of psychic attack. Kelly says your attitude might change. Yes. So any weird change in behavior, mood, how you're feeling physically, emotionally, etc. Those can all be indicators of psychic attack. They can also just be, like PMS. You could be moody because, hormones, or there could be like lots of other reasons. So you want to not jump to conclusions and assume that it's a psychic attack when it's actually some mundane reason. But a lot of times people will, when they are experiencing a psychic attack, they'll keep explaining it away, and they won't recognize that it's a psychic attack, and then they don't do anything to clear it. So usually if there's a string of events, so if like one little thing happens, it's probably nothing to worry about. But if you have a string of bad luck, or if you have like ongoing, persistent, chronic pain and can't figure out why, like the doctors are not finding any real reason why. Sometimes they'll even find a reason why, actually. It could be, you could be diagnosed with something, but still it could also be caused by psychic attack. It could be caused by something messing with your energy that then causes you to manifest an illness. So it can be a little tricky. If there's ever a time when you're not sure if you are under attack, or if you're not sure if you have, if it's a personal psychic attack, like someone sending you negative vibes, jealousy, whatever, or if you're wondering if maybe there's some spirits or entities that are bothering you, I am great at checking that. That's actually what I do during my private sessions. And again, every once in a while, like maybe once a year, I will go ahead and check people on a live video, but I don't usually do that. I usually reserve it for paid sessions. But if you want me to check anything tonight as part of your one question, I will be happy to do that. Okay? I think I saw another question come through, so let's see. Angela says, illness that will not shift, sleep disturbances. Yes, indeed. Those can all be signs. Yeah. All right. So, um, I'm going to answer your questions about psychic protection if you have any um, general questions, or if you want me to check you, if you're having any kind of issue. We can do a real quick reading on that, but I won't go in depth. If you need a lot of help, we'll have to schedule a one-on-one session. But I'll answer some quickie questions like yes, no, if you have anything attached to you, that sort of thing. And then if you have any life questions, I can pull a card for you. So that's part of our party, fun little party, launch party. And then I also have a fun exercise. I'm pretty sure we'll have time to do this fun intuition exercise. So even if you don't have a question, hang on for the intuition exercise. It's going to be a lot of fun. Let's see, we've got some more questions. Okay. Oh, I see a few questions here. Donna, what was the message from my grandma and mother when they appeared to me in my dream last night? Okay. Donna wants to know a message from her grandmother and mother. This one I would usually do a bit of a more in-depth question. So just to help educate you all, like one card is going to be like a real simple question. So don't feel jilted if we don't go deep into it. Okay. So, all right. But I'm tuning into your question right now. I will have to pick a couple cards for this because it's a little more complicated. All right. Here's their message for you, Donna. So they're acknowledging that there are some struggles, some stresses going on in your life right now, some things that have been on your mind. And they are encouraging you to do two things. First, to connect with I'm using my language. This isn't really how they would word it. Okay. But you get the idea. They're encouraging you to connect with your crown chakra. That's the energy center at the crown of your head. And this is your connection with the other side. So they're encouraging you, I would say, work with balancing all of your chakras so you don't have this one way open and then you end up getting ungrounded. But they're encouraging you to open this crown chakra and connect with them and connect with the other side, connect with the divine, so that you can receive guidance and wisdom about these things going on with you right now. And they're also saying, you know the truth. So listen to your own inner guidance. And that is in regards to any questions that you have about your life, any struggles, any issues that you're dealing with. They're saying, you are a truth seer. You know the truth. So they're saying those two things. Connect with spirit and you know the truth. And they're saying those two things in response to some disruptions or some issues either that you have been going through or that might be coming in the near future. And I'm feeling like, if they haven't come yet, don't have a heart attack over it. I don't think it's anything, life-shattering. It's stuff that you'll be able to deal with and it'll be fine. But just remember to connect with them. And also remember that you're the boss of your own life. I just heard that. I just got that message as well, putting it into my own words. You're the boss of your own life. Okay, so other energies are not in charge of you. You're the boss. Okay. Thank you, Donna. Moving right along. Phyllis says hi. All right. Ooh, Marla, you've got a good question. Marla, that's a really great question for a format like this. She's asking, should I do this choice, this choice, this choice, or this choice? That's a really good question for a quickie reading like this. Stacy, I'm going to go ahead and answer your question, but I just want to let you know I'm probably going to feel like I'm not going to do it justice because it's a big question that you have and a big decision or a big process that you're going through. So, if I were you, I would pick I would, either schedule a longer reading with me or pick some oracle cards of your own as well. Get some guidance, but I'm going to pick some cards. She's wanting to know, Stacy is wanting to know how her divorce is going to go. So I'm going to just narrow it down and say, is there anything that you need to be aware of? Like, is there any heads up that you need to have about about the situation? So let's tune in. Okay. Okay. Give me just a second here. Excuse me. Okay, so I'm seeing some mixed energies here. I do, first off, what I very first got is that you're surrounded by light and you are protected. So just know that. I feel like somebody in this situation is kind of an authoritarian, like they feel like they need to be the boss of everybody. And this person is, I'll say, led by their inner shadow. That they're not really thinking in a very love-based way. So let me just double check. I'm going to assume this is your spouse. Yeah. So I would not, now I don't want to project any negativity onto the situation because it could go better than we think. So sometimes we create our expectations, and so I don't want to create a negative expectation for you to manifest for yourself. But just remember this as a heads up so that you're not disappointed or overwhelmed or, assuming that things are going to be better and then it's not. So what I want to say is don't expect him to be super nice or helpful. I see his shadow side really taking charge right now. I also see some heartache for you. And you having to just kind of withdraw emotionally to just heal those wounds. So there are some obstacles ahead, but remember what I said at the very first. In fact, I'm not showing cards for everybody's readings, but I'm going to show you. These cards are really basic, and I see the card and then I get an intuitive download. But I want to show you this card so that you feel some security over this. This is the light card, and I immediately knew you're protected. So this person can act out all they want. There may be some challenges, but you are protected, and actually good things are coming for you. Okay? So it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. Okay, let's see what else we got here. Okay, Marla, should I move to Fort Myers, Florida, Edmonton? Is AB Canada Alberta? Is that so? Is it Marla? Can you clarify? We've got Fort Myers, Florida, Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. Is that what that one is? Or stay in Kansas City? Or is there something not showing yet? Can you clarify that? I want to make sure I'm checking all of your choices. Donna, you're welcome. Hi, Kai. Stacy, you are very welcome. And hun, you let me know if you need anything, okay? Okay, Alberta, Canada. Okay, so I'm going to check your questions. I'm going to use my pendulum. I'll give you a sneak peek into this. Okay, so let's see. Fort Myers. All right. All right, I'm not sure how it's showing up for you all, but it is going counterclockwise pretty steadily. So when I use my pendulum, yes is clockwise, no is counterclockwise. There's different ways to use a pendulum. So we got a no on Fort Myers. And then we have Edmonton. Okay. We have a yes on that one. I'm going to bring it down because that's how I usually do it. I can focus a little bit more that way, but you all saw what it was doing. I'm getting a steady yes on that one. Edmonton. Alberta, Canada. And I'm getting a no on that one. Or stay in Kansas City. I'm getting a clockwise on that one, but I'm able to get a clearer read if I hold it down. So let me just do that. Oh, yeah, I'm getting a really big steady stay in Kansas City. So I would say, oh, it was the first one that I got. Fort Myers, right? Or was it oh, goodness gracious. I spent all day writing. My brain is apparently mush. Okay, let's check this. I'm rechecking. Oh, well, my pendulum remembers. So it's between Edmonton and Kansas City. And so I'm going to ask which one out of the two is the best. Edmonton. Kansas City. I'm getting that Edmonton is just slightly better than Kansas City for choice. And let me also just double check and see, is there anything else? Are there any other choices? Nope, we have not left anything out. That's it. Okay, so you could actually choose either one since you have free will at all times and decide what's going to be best for you. Okay, all righty. So let's see what else we've got. Angela is asking, can you please check in with me for an energetic attachment of people in my past or even hereditary lines? Happy to do that for you. And anybody who's joined late, I want to welcome everybody and let you know that if you hadn't noticed, I don't do free readings very often because that is how I make my living working with clients. And so when I do free readings, it is a special gift to you. So I'm really happy to share this. I'm really happy that you are on and that you get to receive. So let's take a look at this again. Angela, I'm going to check you for these two different things. Energetic attachment of people in your past first. And I'm going to use my pendulum here. Yes, definitely. See if I can pull this up. That's a yes. That's a yes. Okay, so definitely people, you've got some energy cords from your past, so you'll want to do some cord cutting guided meditations, and then you're also wanting to know hereditary lines. Okay. Yeah, well, intuitively you must have known because you're getting a yes on both of those. So, of course, I can help you with that during a session, but you can also do a lot of work on your own. Doing some guided meditations, doing some self-care energy work on yourself. So both of those areas need some work for you. Okay, let's go on to the next. Oops. Wake up, free brave. I forget who you said you were. Sorry. I have been offered a job. Will this job work out for me? Okay. Well, most things are not usually black and white. Like, usually most jobs have some things that are working out for you and some things not. But let's see what the pendulum says, and then we'll see if I need to pick any cards for it. First, I'm just going to ask, is this job for your highest good? Hi, Deb. Okay. So this job is for your highest good. Yes. Is this job going to work out for you? I asked if it's going to work out for you. That's actually, using a pendulum, you have to ask just the right questions. And if it's too vague of a question, you won't really get a real clear answer. But what I got intuitively is that I don't feel like this will be your forever job, but it is for your highest good at this time. So I'm getting a big yes for now. Go ahead. But don't worry that it's not going to be the be all end all everything for you. You're definitely going in the right direction with that job, though. Okay? Good luck to you. Marla says, thank you. I get concerned that emotion gets in the way of my own pendulum readings. Yeah, this is why I've heard even like the famous world-renowned psychics, I've heard them say that when they're going through a difficult situation or they're making a big decision, they have to call up their psychic friend and have them do a reading for them, because whether it's using your pendulum or your oracle cards or just tuning into your intuition, it can be really hard when your emotions are involved. Yeah, so happy to help. Kai, I would love to answer a question for you. Usually when I get a really broad question like what do I need to know, I have a different deck of cards for that that's more for like messages from your guides. I don't have those with me now. I have my deck that's really useful if you have a specific question. So I'm happy to answer a question for you if you have something that is a little more focused question. So feel free to type in if you have it. Okay, I'll keep my eye out for that. You don't. Okay, you know what? I'm just going to pick a card and we'll just see what happens. Okay, we'll see what message we get. And if we don't get anything, I have something else that I'm going to do for you, Kai. All right, we've got a message for you. I don't know why I was saying we can't use this deck, because we can use any deck, really, for getting messages. So we have the Rejoice in Celebration card. And intuitively, this tells me this is your reminder to just relax a little bit. Just find the things that give you joy. It doesn't necessarily mean partying. I feel like intuitively it's about finding your joy again. Okay, so find those things, those little simple things that give you joy. Okay, all righty, and have some fun. By the way, I've been meaning to message you. Yesterday and today I was like, I want to message Kai, because I know you went through some stuff last couple of weeks. So let's check in soon. I want to see how you're doing. Angela says, I appreciate your take on this for me. Thank you very much. You're welcome. Casey Freckles. Maya, is my mother-in-law really truly dying right now? Okay, so this is a little learning opportunity for everybody here. First of all, I'm really sorry to hear about your mother-in-law, Jeannie Noss. I'm really sorry to hear about your mother-in-law, Jeannie. Definitely sounds stressful. What I want to explain to everybody on here is that none of us are allowed to answer medical questions. So legally, I'm not allowed to answer that, but what I can say is that I can read energy. So let me go ahead and just do a quick energy read. But energy is all up for interpretation, okay? So keep that in mind. I cannot, and I won't, and I really couldn't tell you if she really is dying or not, because I am just looking at her energy, okay? And I hope that's all right with you if we do it that way. Okay, give me just a moment to tune in. All right, again, so not giving medical diagnosis, anything like that. But as I tune into her, I do feel like it's really touch and go for her. It does feel pretty serious. Now, as I tune into her spirit, again, this isn't medical, but when I tune into her spirit, I feel like she's not totally sure whether she's going to go or not. Okay? So she'll have to decide if she wants to go now or if she wants to wait. But I feel like she's not totally sure. I do feel like spirit is really close to her. I wouldn't be surprised if she's having experiences where loved ones who've passed on, if she's saying that she's seeing them, I wouldn't be surprised by that, because I see all this white light and all of these spirits around her loved ones, spirits of her loved ones. That doesn't mean that she's going to go, but it means that the veil is very thin for her right now. Okay? Definitely touch and go. And I wish your family all the best. Okay? Sending you guys so much love. Okay. Hi. I literally yelled, "Yay! Ha ha ha! Yeah, let's chat." Cool. Oh, great. And you're welcome, Kai. And Jeannie. Yeah, you're welcome. And Jeannie says she has purposely stopped taking her meds, eating and drinking several times in the last few months because she wants to die. Thank you. Just a little background for you. So, yeah, so I get that she's been doing that, but I still feel it feels like she's not 100%. You know, if you imagine yourself being in those shoes, like feeling like you're done, but still having a little bit of hesitancy to go on to the other side. So she's not, I feel like she's 80% aligned with going on to the other side at this point. And once she is fully ready, then that's when it will happen for her. Yeah, I know you imagine yourself in her shoes. I really feel for you. Big, big, big hug for you. You're welcome. All right, I'm kind of emotional, you guys. I'm crying for you, Jeannie. Oh, I feel for you. Kai says, I uploaded my book today and I have 27,640 words written, so I am just now relaxing and celebrating, I guess, in my own way. Awesome. So I just want to tell you all that Kai Elliott, who is making these comments, she is writing a book on body positivity and stopping New Age illness shaming. So by body positivity, meaning loving and cherishing your body no matter what health level, no matter shape, age, like no matter what. Because in the spiritual communities, there's a whole lot of illness shaming, and if someone has an illness, telling them that they must have manifested it or that it's somehow their fault. And Kai is doing an amazing job of writing and educating people in this area. So happy to have her on here so you all can learn about her. You can always send her a Facebook friend request if you want to stay up on what she's doing. So let's see if we have any other questions. Okay. No more questions right now. So let's get into, and I think I'm going to draw a little boundary now that we're not going to take any more intuitive questions because we've already gone 40 minutes. So I apologize in advance if there's anyone who comes on late and doesn't get a question. I still love you. It doesn't mean that I don't love you. But we can only do so many. So first come, first serve. All right. So just for fun, we are doing an intuition exercise. Yeah, and Angela is saying, wow, Kai, that is so needed. Thank you for your work. Yeah, that's awesome. Okay, so there's a lot of different things that you can do to enhance your intuition, and there's a lot of different kinds of intuitive skills that you can have. We're going to focus on colors today, and you can depending on your intuitive skill, you can see colors intuitively, like in your mind's eye, or visually you can see them in front of you. You can, well, I don't know if you can really hear colors, but you might be able to hear a vibration or something. The hearing, intuitive hearing probably isn't going to tie in too much with this exercise. But there's also claircognizance, which is like cognizance, meaning cognition, like you just know it. So you might just know that it's the color, even though you don't see it in your mind, you just know. Or you might, actually, I just thought of something, with clairaudience, you might hear the name of the color in your head, or you might hear it outside of your ear right here. You might get just like a gut feeling about the color. Okay, so this exercise doesn't have to be entirely visual. So if you're stronger in one of the other abilities, just use whatever ability is going to come in strongest for you. And I recommend, when you're working on your intuition, I recommend, it's okay to work on all of your skills, but I think it's a really good idea to focus on the one that's the strongest first and really strengthen that intuitive muscle a lot. And then you can go back, and if you want to experiment with the others, you can. Because a lot of times people will like beat themselves up that they're not strong at all of the different kinds of intuitive abilities, and honestly most people are not. Even famous psychics will usually have like one area that they're strongest in. I am kind of a weirdo that I am strong. I have some of everything, but that's really unusual. Okay, so I have a deck of cards here. This is the Secret Language of Color Oracle cards by Inna Segal, Innasegal. I love this deck. I don't use it for regular readings, but I do use it for readings sometimes. If I want to if someone wants to know what color they're needing more of in their aura, or if they want to know what color their aura is, we can pick a card. I use this deck a lot for intuition building exercises with my students, though. So we've got this whole deck with all these different colors, and not just your regular red, blue, green, but we have, some of the other colors: turquoise, burgundy. We don't have just regular yellow, but we've got lemon yellow, etc. So different shades, different nuances of the different colors. So for our exercise, and this is just for fun, just to work out these intuition muscles. So for this exercise, I'm going to shuffle the deck and I'm going to pick one card, and then we're going to try it a couple ways. The first time, I'm going to pick the card and I'm going to look at it and I'm going to think about that color. Okay? And then I want you to try, just like close your eyes and just tune in and see if you can figure out what color it is. Keeping in mind that we're using more than just red, yellow, green, standard primary colors. Okay? So I'm going to shuffle our cards. Now, let's just pretend that I pick burgundy and you end up thinking red. You pretty much got it right. I mean, it just depends on like how specific you get. Okay, I think I saw a question or something come through. Malex is saying, remember the kid you thought how to use a pendulum? Oh, yeah. There, at the recent psychic fair, Malex, I taught you how to use a pendulum. Cool. No, that is not a quince seed in my necklace. It is, if you're asking about this one, this is a moonstone. Okay, so time to pick a color. All right. Ooh, we're going to start off. Okay, I'm not going to say anything. All right, so this time I am actually seeing the color. We might do one where I don't even get to see the color. Now, I want you to tune in and see if you can figure out what the color is. This is the back of the card. I'm holding it up to my forehead. Just tune in for a second. What do you see or feel or hear or sense? Now, these kinds of exercises can take practice, so just have fun with this and don't worry if you don't get it right, okay? Okay, so now I want you all to type in what you think the answer is. Let go of any, ego bruising that you might type in the answer that's not right. Just have fun. Just go ahead and type in what you think the answer is. And I'll let a few of you type your answers in before I go ahead. Okay. Some of you are picking up on my favorite color. That's funny. Okay, you guys. I laughed because this is a hard one. I didn't tell you that there were metallic colors in here. Gold. Now, several of you said turquoise. That's interesting because that is one of my favorite colors right now. So I wonder if you're picking up on that. So we got gold. So just know that there are some metallic colors in here. Okay, so that was just our warm-up. Let's do it again. This time we're going to go faster. Oh, okay. This is a pretty easy one. All right. Go for it. I'm going to give you 10 seconds. The reason why we're going to go quicker is so you don't overthink it. Just grab your first impression and just type in right now. Do it now. Type. Mama Maya says type now. Cool, so we're getting warmed up, and I don't think anyone got this one, purple. Okay, practice makes better, so let's keep going. I want to let you all know that as intuitive as I am, I'll pick up on stuff. I'll be doing readings. Okay, let me give you an example. I was on the psychic hotline yesterday, and a gal was asking me what she should do for her career. And I usually don't like having to pull information from nowhere. Like, how do I know what she's interested in? Like, I like having a conversation with someone. But I immediately was like, I saw her as a stewardess. I saw her working for the airlines. And so I told her that. And she said, oh my God, I was just telling my boyfriend that she was just telling her boyfriend that that was what she was wanting to do. So, like, how on earth did I get that? But even with the fact that I pick up on stuff like that all the time, I'm terrible at these card exercises, you guys. So if you're getting answers wrong, don't think that that means that you can't pick up on information. It's just this style. Like, I do really bad at the card exercises too. So let's go on to the next one. And Kaya said she has just said she does really good at these exercises if she can touch the card. Yeah. All right. I'm going to pick a different one because the one that I got was pearl. Like, how the heck would you get that one? I don't know. Let's get one that's a more normal color. I am going to keep picking until I get one that's a little more of a standard. Okay, here we go. Go for it. Don't second guess. Type now. 1, 2, 3, go. And the color is turquoise. I wanted to say, don't be afraid to type that in again. Those of you who typed that before, that's so funny. But then I knew that would give it away. Okay, let's go again. I'm going to just pick one. But I saw one that I wanted. There's one that we'll do here in a minute. Okay. Here we go. New color. Tune in. Just like look through the screen, focus on this card and see what's on the other side, or sense what's on the other side, and then just type. Time to type. Blue. Ding, 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 ding. Okay. Next color. Go for it. Next color. I'm sending you the thought as well. Really sending the thought to you guys. I'm yelling it. Psychically yelling it. Okay. Brown. Okay. I'm going to make sure any other colors that I pick are not super off the wall. Okay, I want this one. Next. 1, 2, 3, go. Time to type. I just sent you guys a psychic shot of it. And we're just going to do one more after this one. Pink. All right, we're going to do one more. I'm sure we'll do one of these parties like in a year or whenever we do another one. I won't do colors. I'll have something else that we do. Let's see. I need something different. What? Since this is the last one, what? Let's do this one. No. Let's do this one. You ready? Go. Time to type. One thing you can tune into, you might actually not get the color, but you might get impressions of things that are that color. So, or even a smell of something that's that color. So everybody's different. Yes, Malix. Yay, you got it. It's green. Woohoo! High five, buddy. Green. So this is something that you can do if you want to exercise your own intuition. You can get this deck. I love this deck, Secret Language of Color by Ina Segal. And there's not just the regular main colors, but there's all sorts of, like this is cyan. That's not a standard color. Anyway, you can get practice with all of these gray and gold and chocolate and purple, and there's like magenta, there's plum. Yeah, these are really pretty cards. So then, like Kai was saying, she does really well if she can pick the card and she can touch it. So if you're clairsentient, if that's your skill, then touching the card will help you. So if you have your own deck, and it can be harder to pick up stuff also when you're not in live in person with somebody. So if we were at a live in person class, you might have had an easier time, and being able to pick up intuitive information over a live video or over the phone like I do on the psychic hotlines, that's definitely harder. So you can get a deck of these cards and practice and develop those skills. And then, so you can use the colors. There's also like shamanic decks out there that are like animal totem cards and things like that you can get. So if you want to tune into different animals, you can do that. Or if you're into tarot, you can just be like, which tarot card is it? But colors, I think, are the most straightforward and easy because you can get the information in a variety of ways, like this one card, green. If you're not such a visual person, maybe you might smell fresh cut grass or something like that. Or you might get a sense of some physical sensation, like walking through grass, and you go, oh, it must be green. So there's a lot of different ways that you can pick up on the color information. So have fun with that. Alrighty, so a couple of announcements, and as I'm getting ready to do announcements, if you have any questions, we're already done with the intuitive questions, but if you have any other anything else that you need to ask me, whatever, or anything else that you need to say, now is a good time to type it in, and I'll go ahead with announcements. So anybody who joined late, my name is Maya Zahira, and my business is Psychic Protection Sanctuary, and the website is www.psychicprotectionsanctuary.com. And I help people who are sensitive to the energies around them, and including empaths and HSPs, highly sensitive people. And I also help people who are having issues with psychic protection, with entities, ghosts, spirits in their house or around them, helping you learn how to clear that. And I also teach intuitive development and personal development, self-healing, and all of those things that are actually important to keeping your energy clear and strong, and being able to discern the energies that are around you so you know what to do about it. Another announcement is that I do have free live streams twice a month. And we used to have them on Facebook Live. I believe that we are going to be switching to YouTube from now on. We'll just see how it goes. So just watch for the announcements on that. And the dates are, these free classes are always on the first and third Monday of every month. And I live in Kansas out on the prairie, so I'm Central Time. So it's 6 p.m. Central. So just adjust that to your time zone wherever you are. So it's the first and third Mondays, and I've been very regular with that for a long time. So you can put that on your calendar. Tonight we did kind of a party format because I wanted to do something fun to launch the fact that we're doing this on YouTube this time. But most of the time we don't do this format. Most of the time there's some kind of topic that I teach, either about being sensitive, being a sensitive empath, or about psychic protection, or about developing your intuition, learning how to keep your energy strong, and that sort of thing. So if you ever have any requests for any topics that you'd like for me to cover, you can always send those requests to me, and I'm happy to cover them. And also, I tend to cover beginner through intermediate material in the free classes like this. And then my more advanced and in-depth material is reserved for my Psychic Protection Monthly Masterclass. You can find that on my website. So if you want something more comprehensive, you can talk with me about that. And my little cat is squeaking. She wants to be on the video, but she's too far behind me for me to grab her. It's my little gray chubby cat. Okay, so I saw a couple comments come through. You're welcome, Donna. And Angela says, thank you for this evening. It was fun and informative. And Malik says, I just get a vibe. Well, good. You are a very intuitive, vibe feeling kiddo. Kai says, psychic protection. If I put a mirror on my altar with the purpose to reflect any negativity or lower energies 24/7 and intend it to do that only, is that a good idea and everything? Thank you for the card, Maya. Okay, so I would say for the most part, that's going to be good. That's going to be fine. If there's anybody who's having any issues with entities in their bedroom, though, or if you're having any spirit activity, I would refrain from having any mirrors at all for a while until you can get that problem fixed, because mirrors work as a doorway, as a portal. Yeah, Malik, that's so right. Mirrors are portals. They are. So, yes, they're portals first and foremost. Mirrors can also be used if you have a flat mirror on, like, if you have a tabletop mirror, you can put a candle on it, light the candle, and use that for the intention of reversing, sending back any negative energies that are being sent to you. So it can be used for that purpose. But the rest of the time, you have really no control over whether it's going to choose to be a portal or not. Mirrors, by default, are portals. You can actively work to program that mirror, close any portals. So I would say it's on a case-by-case basis as to whether that would be a good idea to do in your bedroom. So let's see. I'm just checking. Kai, I'm getting a thumbs up for you doing that now. I think it would be fine. If there's anybody who's having a lot of spirit activity in their bedroom, you might want to set that up in a different room, just so you're not having the portal issue. Okay? And Kai is saying, I do not have spirit activity in my room. Thank goodness. That was what I was wondering. Woohoo, thank you. Yeah, so you're good. I'm getting a thumbs up for you to do that. It'll work just fine. And I do that a lot too. I'm very sensitive to other people sending jealousy, negative vibes. They're mad at me for some weird thing that they think I did that I didn't actually do. Just weird stuff that toxic people, they will send weird energy to you. And I'm not the only one. Everybody has people in their life that are sending them like little energy daggers. I'm one of those people that's really sensitive to that. It really affects me. And so I almost every day I'm doing something to clear that. Because I've done it so often, it doesn't take a lot of effort for me to clear it, but it's kind of like every day I brush my teeth and get the plaque and the junk off there. So every day I have to do a little clearing of other people's energies because that's what I need. So yeah, that was a great question, Kai. And Kai says, me too, so sensitive. Yeah. All right, you guys, this was really great. We went a little over an hour. If you have not subscribed yet to this channel, I want you to do it right now. Just click subscribe, and that way, if there's any other random times that I decide to go live, and there will be, I can guarantee it, you will be notified. If you have that in your settings, you'll get notified that I've gone live. You'll get a little email or maybe a little pop-up on the corner of your computer, depending on your computer, and then you can choose to hop on with us or not. Now, the official classes, first and third Monday, those are our official class times, and I always have like some kind of lesson that we're working on. But I might pop on here and there. I know that I will with just random lessons, and also when I move in a couple of weeks, who knows? I might turn on the camera and you might get to see a sunset on the prairie. My psychic vision tells me that will happen for certain. Okay, you guys, have a great evening. So great connecting with all of you, and see you next time. Message me if you have any questions. Bye. You're welcome. See you next time. Bye.